Hi, students. I hope you're doing well. And this weekend, I would like you to work on a couple of exercises in Canvas for your homework. We're going to finish Module 4 over the weekend, Comparison Exercises, Azar. I want you to click on that. And I want you to look at the examples here of all the comparisons. And then I want you to fill in the adjectives up here in the blanks comparing, and then you're going to make sentences here using these adjectives comparing, for example, traveling by air, traveling by train, comparing a pool and a lake, etc. Okay, so that's the first exercise, comparative chart. Okay, and then what I'd like you to do is go to the end of Module 4 also and do the comparisons review. Okay, the comparisons review is an exercise that you use these adjectives over here to fill in the blank here. So for example, in January is blank then March, and you would say cold, right? So in Canada, January is colder than March, all right? And in the second exercise, I want you to write sentences like my apartment be large, your apartment. So my apartment is larger than your apartment. You're going to write 5 sentences using these words. And then in the second part, you're going to write the same 5 sentences again, but you're going to use be and not and an adjective and as. So not as, adjective as. For example, subject, your apartment isn't as large as my apartment, which has the same meaning as this sentence. My apartment is larger than your apartment. So these 2 sentences have the same meaning, okay? So you're going to write 5 sentences here and 5 similar sentences here. Finally, what I would like you to do is I would like you to write a paragraph. You can do this weekend or next week. It's due on the 24th of September, okay? And that's next Thursday. I want you to write a paragraph comparing your old hometown, meaning your city that you're from in your country, and your new hometown, which is probably Oakland or San Leandro, right? So read the directions here. You have to use at least 10 comparison forms in your paragraph. And then before you write your own paragraph, I want you to read the example paragraph. This is an example from Nick, who is the boy in Into the Firestorm in a Reading Writing 2 class. That's the book that they use. All right. So I wrote a paragraph comparing Nick's old hometown in Texas and his new hometown in San Francisco. Okay. And you can see all the different underlined comparisons that I used. This is worth 25 points. Okay. So you've got to use 10 comparisons for 10 points. You've got to have good grammar in all your sentences for 10 points. And you've got to have good spelling, capitalization, and punctuation. So this you have to give to me. The other 2 worksheets we'll check in class, but this paragraph you have to give to me. Okay? So that's it for this weekend. I hope you have a nice weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.